Rishi Sunak had another woeful PMQs. With the state of the economy, mortgage payments are going through the roof. When asked what support the government is giving to mortgage holders that are now facing £500 plus extra on their mortgage every month, his answer was allowing people to extend the term. Or worse, they can actually switch to interest-only payments.
For example, moving them onto interest-only mortgages or lengthening mortgage terms.
Interest-only payment. When interest rates keep rising, how is that a solution? How is that supposed to help people? But even worse than that is his response to the person that Starmer had spoken to. I'll play the clip in just a second, but just listen how he tries to deflect the responsibility onto Labour when it's the Tories that are in power. It's the Tories that could do something right now, and yet they're trying to blame a policy that doesn't exist on a government that won't be in power for another 18 months. It's absolutely pathetic. I suppose it's hard for a multimillionaire, billionaire, or whatever he is, to empathise with somebody that needs help and needs support right now, right this second, and all because of their economic failure that has caused this in the first place. Anyway, have a watch and tell me if this crass response is actually justified.
This morning, I spoke to James in Selby. He's a police officer, working hard to keep people safe every day. The Tory mortgage penalty is going to cost him and his family £400 more each and every month. That's nearly £5,000. He told me this morning, they may not want to hear this, he told me this morning that they've decided to sell their house, to downsize, and he's just told his children they're going to have to start sharing bedrooms. Why should James and his family pay the cost of the Prime Minister's failure?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I hope when the honourable gentleman was talking to James, he explained that his economic policies would make James's situation worse, Mr. Speaker. And it's not just me saying that, Mr. Speaker. The Independent Institute of Fiscal Studies says his policy of never-ending debt and borrowing would damage James because it would increase inflation and drive up interest rates, leaving James and everybody else in this country poorer, Mr. Speaker. The IMF has said that our plan prioritises not what is politically easy, but what is right for the British people. That is what responsible economic leadership looks like, Mr. Speaker.
James and his family will have been listening to that Prime Minister. And their plight should keep them awake at night, because over the next few years, 7.5 million people are going to be in the same boat.
Boris Johnson only had 7 loyalists. 7 people backed him on the vote for the Privileges Committee's findings. And, there was actually some good speeches from both sides of the House, and some not so good ones too. So what I've done is I've picked out a few and put some together in this video that's on screen now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.